In the 2-hour job search, using the internet to find your dream job in 30 days, Steve Dalton offers a refreshingly straightforward and efficient approach to job hunting. He understands that job searching can often feel like an overwhelming, endless process filled with uncertainty and frustration. The book is designed to cut through the noise and provide a clear, actionable framework for finding the right job in the shortest amount of time. Dalton's method is all about optimizing the job search process, using a combination of practical tools, time management, and smart networking strategies to accelerate your journey toward your next opportunity. Dalton starts by acknowledging a central truth: job searching can be both exhausting and confusing. Many people spend countless hours applying for jobs online, only to hear nothing back, while others may find themselves applying to positions that don't really fit their skills or interests. He offers a different strategy that focuses on working smarter, not harder. Instead of sending out dozens of impersonal applications and hoping for the best, Dalton's approach emphasizes a more targeted, efficient strategy that dramatically reduces the time spent in the job search process, while increasing the chances of landing a great job. The cornerstone of Dalton's approach is the concept of the 2-hour job search, which refers to the amount of time you should ideally spend each day focused on the key elements of the job search. This approach is broken down into 3 main components: the 80-20 rule, the 5-50-100 formula, and leveraging the power of informational interviews. Each of these components is carefully designed to ensure that your time and energy are spent on the highest impact activities. The 80-20 rule, which is central to Dalton's methodology, is a principle borrowed from the world of productivity and time management. It states that 80% of your results will come from 20% of your efforts. In the context of job searching, Dalton suggests that you should focus on the small number of high-quality leads that are most likely to yield the best results, rather than casting a wide net with generic applications. This means you should prioritize companies, roles, and opportunities that align with your strengths and interests, and spend your time on activities that bring you closer to those opportunities. Dalton's 5-50-100 formula is another key part of his job search strategy. This formula lays out a specific structure for the networking and outreach process. The first step is to identify 5 target companies that you're genuinely excited about working for. These companies should align with your skills, values, and long-term goals. Then, you should identify 50 people within those companies or in your industry who could provide valuable insights, advice, or connections. Finally, you should aim to make 100 direct connections through LinkedIn, emails, or other forms of outreach. These aren't cold applications, but meaningful connections with real people who can help you make the right introductions and give you insider knowledge about the job market. The book places a strong emphasis on the power of informational interviews as a way to build relationships and uncover hidden job opportunities. Dalton argues that informational interviews are not only a way to learn more about potential roles but also a key tool in building a network that can help open doors to job opportunities that are never posted publicly. By engaging with people in the industry and asking insightful questions about their experiences, you not only gain valuable knowledge, but you also position yourself as a proactive and curious candidate. Dalton provides a step-by-step guide on how to conduct these interviews effectively, including how to approach people, what questions to ask, and how to follow up after the conversation. One of the key takeaways from the book is the idea of treating the job search like a sales funnel. Just as businesses don't expect to make a sale with every lead, job seekers shouldn't expect every connection to turn into a job offer. Instead, the goal is to nurture relationships, build rapport, and continuously refine your approach based on feedback and new information. Dalton advises job seekers to create a system for tracking their outreach and follow-up activities so that they can manage their efforts effectively and stay organized throughout the process. By focusing on building genuine relationships over time, you're much more likely to be referred or recommended for positions that align with your goals. Another important aspect of Dalton's approach is time management. He advocates for focusing your efforts on high-leverage activities, such as researching and networking, while minimizing time spent on less productive tasks, like blindly applying to job listings or scrolling through job boards without a clear strategy. One of the most helpful techniques Dalton shares is creating a job search calendar, that breaks down your daily tasks into manageable chunks, making it easier to focus on the most important activities during your 2-hour job search block. By compartmentalizing your efforts and sticking to a set schedule, you reduce decision fatigue and ensure that you remain consistently productive without burning out. Dalton also teaches readers how to customize their resumes and cover letters to better match the job descriptions and target companies they're interested in. Unlike traditional resume advice, which often focuses on creating a one-size-fits-all document, Dalton advocates for tailoring your application materials to reflect the specific needs and language of the company. By focusing on relevant skills, experiences, and achievements, you increase your chances of standing out in a crowded job market. He provides practical tips on how to highlight your transferable skills, particularly if you're switching industries or making a career change. One of the book's most valuable sections is its focus on how to stand out in a competitive job market. Dalton acknowledges that standing out requires more than just having a great resume. It requires positioning yourself as a unique candidate with a deep understanding of the company's needs and how you can address them. The book emphasizes how important it is to show initiative and be proactive throughout the process. From crafting a compelling elevator pitch to finding creative ways to engage with employers, Dalton encourages readers to think outside the box and leverage their networks and resources effectively. Dalton also provides insight into how to follow up and stay top of mind with the people you're reaching out to. Following up is one of the most important but often overlooked aspects of the job search process. Whether it's following up after an informational interview or a job application, Dalton stresses the importance of persistence without being pushy. He offers advice on how to send thoughtful, strategic follow-up emails that express gratitude and reiterate your interest in a position. This step is crucial in demonstrating professionalism and reinforcing your commitment to the job search. An important theme throughout the book is the idea that the job search is a marathon, not a sprint. Dalton reminds readers that it's easy to get discouraged by a lack of immediate results, but persistence is key. He encourages job seekers to keep track of their progress and to view each outreach or informational interview as a step forward, even if it doesn't directly result in a job offer. Success in the job search is often about consistent effort, learning from each interaction, and adjusting your approach based on feedback and new information. The book also recognizes that job searching can be emotionally draining, especially for those who may face rejection or prolonged periods of silence from employers. Dalton provides practical advice for managing the emotional ups and downs of the job search. One of his strategies is to set small, manageable goals each week, which helps maintain motivation and a sense of progress. He also emphasizes the importance of self-care and balance throughout the process, suggesting that you take breaks when needed and avoid getting too caught up in the hunt at the expense of your well-being. By the end of the book, Dalton has equipped readers with a proven, practical strategy for making their job search more effective and efficient. Through his structured approach, he shows that finding your dream job doesn't have to be a long, agonizing process. Instead, with the right tools, mindset, and strategies in place, it's possible to land the right opportunity in a fraction of the time it would normally take. By focusing on smart networking, effective time management, and using the power of informational interviews, the 2-hour job search helps job seekers regain control of the process and move toward a fulfilling new career with confidence and clarity.